Hi everybody, my name is Carol Ward and I'm a geriatric psychiatrist. I work in tertiary mental health here in the Interior Health Authority, and I'm the co-chair for a couple of P.I.E.C.E.S initiatives in the province of British Columbia, and I would say I'm a P.I.E.C.E.S champion. We're here today delivering a workshop for physicians called Dementia-Related Responsive Behaviours, putting it all together using P.I.E.C.E.S and the BC BPSD Algorithm. It's a beautiful day here in Kamloops, British Columbia, and we're delivering this workshop today to physicians who are from the Family Practice Residency Program in Kamloops and other docs that are working frontline with older adults who have complex medical, physical, and neurocognitive disorders, and many of whom are frail and have related behavioral symptoms that we need to help.
So I'm here in Kamloops today with Carol Ward and Barbara Prestava as we spend some time with family physicians and geriatric specialists in talking about their role as members of the interprofessional team, healthcare team, and how we can use P.I.E.C.E.S as a template or a framework to have conversations that make a difference in the care of frail older adults with behavioral concerns.
So with respect to P.I.E.C.E.S, I just give you a little bit of background because it's Canadian made. You can check out their website at P.I.E.C.E.S.learners.com. So the thing I like about P.I.E.C.E.S the most is that there's an elegance to it because it allows you to have a conversation, allows you to talk to people and to have a conversation that's organized, that's based around 3 questions, that keeps a structure to the process so that you're not jumping to conclusions, you're not jumping to quetiapine. You have an opportunity to sort of say, okay, let's figure out how we're going to approach this issue. And for me, that is the elegance. It brings everybody together. It's about conversations and you're keeping the person front and center. You can use it very quickly. So in a safety huddle, so you may hear that word at a time, safety huddle, where something has happened, let's say, and it happens on our unit every now and then where somebody, let's say, is aggressive and you've got to deal with a situation kind of urgently. You can bring people together and sort of start going through this process very quickly. What has changed? What are the risks? What are the possible causes? P.I.E.C.E.S. What do we have to do now? What are our interventions? Are there any investigations? What's the plan? You can do that in a very focused way. Sometimes P.I.E.C.E.S can be a more a broader conversation about behavioral challenges or neuropsychiatric symptoms, whatever you want to call it, responsive behaviors, because people bring sometimes more than one to the table. Right? It's not like we just have problems with our sleep. So that can be a broader conversation, but for me that is actually, I think, the elegance of it. It provides a structure, and when you're thinking about being on call and on the phone, you can use that structure. People are actually sort of saying back to staff sometimes, now you have to judge the acuity of the situation because there may be risk. And so you have to get a sense of what the risk is like, and sometimes, yeah, you do have to use a PRN in the moment. You may have to use physical restraints in the moment. That's still on the table. But if the risk is not that severe, and that's a judgment call, right, that you have to make with the person, then you can start thinking, even in a high-risk situation, you can use this approach. And so with P.I.E.C.E.S is actually a currently 3-day workshop for frontline staff. Called the 24 Hours P.I.E.C.E.S program. And so we have frontline staff coming to do P.I.E.C.E.S workshops that are facilitated by people that have been taught around the province. The objective is to go over how we as docs work as part of a team to talk in a common language, a common approach with the folks that we work in frontline staff when it comes to using P.I.E.C.E.S now as the model for that conversation, particularly in the context of dementia-related responsive behavior. So we're going to go over the 3-question approach. That's what this wheel is all about, and the 3 questions are in the center, and we're going to go over that. We're going to go over the BC BPSD Algorithm a little bit. This was a concurrent initiative, kind of started before P.I.E.C.E.S came to the province, actually. It does reference P.I.E.C.E.S. It covers a lot of the same material. There's great consistency, but we'll show you what some of the add-ons are with the algorithm. And we'll focus a little bit on the use of medication. I don't think we can do a physician talk without talking about medication, but there's a lot that goes on before, right? So those of you who've worked with Barb and I know there's a lot that go on before you get to the drugs.